the topic is magnetic field due to current in a straight wire. According to the figure, let Mn be a portion of a straight wire carrying a current. Let P be a point at a distance OP is equal to D from it. See, according to the figure, I draw in the board. The point O is the foot of the perpendicular from P to the wire. Let us consider an element dl of the wire at a distance L from the point O. The vector joining the element dl with the point P is r. Let theta be the angle between dl and r. The magnetic field P due to element is given in the board. It is dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into I dl sin theta by r square. You just take it as equation number 1. Now the direction of the field is determined by the vector dl cross r. It is perpendicular to the plane of the diagram and going into it. The direction of the field is the same for all elements of the wire, and hence the net field due to the wire Mn is obtained by integrating the equation 1 under proper limits. So from the figure what we can get, the equation C, L is equal to, we can get L is equal to minus D cot theta. See the figure, according to the figure, L is equal to minus D cot theta. So therefore DL is equal to D cosec square theta D theta. Also R is equal to D cosec theta. So we can put this equation in equation 1, and we can write dB is equal to mu naught I divided by 4 pi D into sin theta D theta. Or we can also write giving the limits, B is equal to mu naught I divided by 4 pi D is equal to minus cos theta. The limits we gave, theta 1 to theta 2. So is equal to, we just put the upper and lower limits. So now what we can write, mu naught B is equal to mu naught I divided by 4 pi D into cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. See the related topic from this, we can discuss like that. Suppose the length Mn is equal to A and the point P is on its perpendicular bisector. So therefore what we can write, that OM is equal to ON is equal to A by 2, and from there we can determine the value of cos theta 1. It is A by 2 divided by root over A square by 4 plus D square is equal to A by root over A square plus 4 D square. It is very easy equation, you can understand very easily. And cos theta 2 is equal to minus A by root over A square plus 4 D square. From equation 2 we can determine the value of B. B is equal to mu naught I divided by 4 pi D into 2A divided by A square plus 4D square. So is equal to, if we calculate it properly, B is equal to mu naught into I into A divided by 2 pi D root over A square plus 4D square. Now if the field we have to determine due to a long straight wire, so therefore the value of theta 1 is equal to 0 and theta 2 is equal to how much? Pi. So if we will put the values of theta in this equation, in the equation 2, then therefore we can calculate the value of B is equal to mu naught I divided by only 2 pi D. Now our topic is field at an axial point. Consider a circular loop of radius A carrying a current I. We have to find the magnetic field at a point P on the axis of the loop at a distance D from its center O. See the figure. Figure is drawn accordingly. So according to the figure, the loop is perpendicular to the plane of the figure while its axis is in the plane of the figure. The current comes out of the plane at M and goes into it at N. Consider a current element IDL of the wire at M. The vector joining the element to the point P is R is equal to MP. R is a vector quantity. The magnetic field at P due to this current element is dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into I dl cross R divided by R cube. As dl is perpendicular to the plane of the figure, dl cross R must be in the plane. The figure shows the direction of dB according to the rules of vector product. So we can write the magnitude of the field is dB is equal to mu naught I divided by 4 pi into dl by R square is equal to mu naught I divided by 4 pi into dl divided by A square plus D square. So the component according to x-axis, how we can write, dB cos theta is equal to mu naught into I into A into dl divided by 4 pi into A square plus D square to the power 3 by 2. So now we can find out the equation of B also by integration. Now consider the diametrically opposite current element at N. The field due to this element will have the same magnitude dB and its direction will be along the dotted arrow shown in the figure. You can see in the figure the dotted arrow. The two fields due to the elements at M and N have a resultant along the axis of the loop. Dividing the loop in such pairs of diametrically opposite elements, we conclude that the resultant magnetic field at P must be along the axis. The resultant field at P can therefore be obtained by integrating the right hand side of equation 1. What was equation 1? dV cos theta is equal to mu naught IA dl divided by 4 pi a square plus d square root over a to the power 3 by 2. From that equation, I told earlier also, from that equation we can find out the equation of B. So therefore, what is the equation of B? Integration of mu naught I into a divided by 4 pi into a square plus d square to the power 3 by 2 dl. So is equal to what we can write? So determine the find out the equation from there. See, it is mu naught into I into a divided by 4 pi into a square plus d square to the power 3 by 2 to the power 3 by 2 into 2 by a. So is equal to what we can write? Mu naught into I into a square divided by 2 into a square plus d square to the power 3 by 2. The equation is up to that. If a field at a point far away from the center, mean if D is greater than A, then how we can find out the equation? The equation of B is equal to almost mu naught into I into a square divided by 2 dq we can write. So is equal to what we can write? 2 into mu naught into I pi a square divided by 4 pi dq. So in this way we can write this equation. So it will be better if you will see this total thing in a animation method. So I am forwarding it there, please check it out. Let us start the animation. Current produces a magnetic field whose directions are given by Ampere's right hand thumb rule. See the magnetic field lines expressed in this way in the figure. Now x-axis is the axis of the loop, which is always perpendicular to the plane of the loop. Consider a point P on the axis of the circular loop at a distance x from the center of the circular loop. Let dl be the small element of the circular loop at a position 1 as shown, and dB be the magnetic field induction of the point P due to the current I passing through the small element of the loop. Let r cap be the vector joining of the point P on the axis of the circular loop and the small element dl, and r be the distance between the small element dl and point P.